Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Wilmovsky with Dream Health, and today I want to talk about God's plan for our health. Because if we look at it both scientifically and from what we read from the Bible, what we see is that our body was designed to run, function, be healthy, prosperous, and abundant all by itself. All it needs to have is the proper environment. You see, if you have the proper environment, then your body moves towards health all by itself. When you don't have the proper environment, okay, then the body seems to break down. Now, as a certified chiropractic wellness practitioner, we studied the healthiest cultures that lived on this earth. And what we found is that they were in a very healthy environment. They lived about 2,000 years ago in hunter-gatherer societies. They walked 10 miles a day. They only ate organic fruits and vegetables. They did not rely on dairies. They did not rely on wheats, and they did not rely on sugars as staples in their diets. They rested one day, they would hunt and work the next day, they raised their children together as groups, and that environment allowed this design that God put inside of our bodies to express health normally and naturally. So we were designed by God to be in that environment. So if we're not in that environment, things go worse. And it turns out with those, by the way, those societies, they had hardly any incidence of heart disease or cancer or many other diseases that we see. Now we pan forward to today, 2,000 years later, and we see heart disease and cancer being the two biggest killers in America, 66% of all people. We live in an entirely different environment. We sit in front of computers, which causes spinal and nervous system stress, rampant consumption of prescription drugs. Actually, half of all Americans are on some kind of prescription drug. To the stress that we have in our lives, to the terrible food full of hormones and chemicals and sugars and wheats and dairies versus organic fruits and vegetables. And all of this has caused these disease rates to significantly skyrocket. Why technology has done much better at keeping the sick alive, we actually are sicker than our healthy ancestors, as long as you didn't die at birth or have some major trauma during that time period. But technology keeps us alive even though we're sicker and not functioning as well. So to some degree, and from a natural standpoint, trusting this healing power that God put inside of us, giving it what it needs, the environment, the tools, which you can find in my book, Dream Health, and then moving it towards health is really the answer. It's the only thing. This healthcare crisis that we're facing, it's the only way we're going to get out of it is by creating health. Now in the Dream Health book, we talk about the acronym DREAM is diet, rest, exercise, alternative care, and motivation. When you handle all those things in your life, and in motivation we handle spiritual and emotional, that strengthens the body up on all pillars. And those pillars are what create health. That's trusting in God's healing power, that's understanding God's healing power that He put inside of our bodies, and then it flourishes and your body stays healthy and well. I've never missed a day of work in 18 years of clinical practice. My kids have never had a drug in their bodies. And it allows us to be super productive in our lifestyles and in our health because we trust God's healing power that He put within us, and we understand what it takes to make God's healing power work, giving it the right environment. Also understanding what hurts it. Drugs hurt your body. Every single time you put one in there, there is side effects. Okay, they may help some things, but they're always going to hurt other things. Chemicals in our food, toxins in the different preservatives that we ingest, insecticides, pesticides, hormones, the stresses that we have in our lives, our postures, all those things tend to degrade our health. And when we just keep taking more drugs, we're really not trusting God or some of the vaccinations and inoculations. We're trusting some kind of man-made idea. So I'm not saying by any means that we don't use medical care, but it is good at crisis. It has nothing to do with rehabilitating your body if it's in a bad state and then keeping it well. Okay? Wellness and chemicals don't jive very well at all. But wellness and environment and lifestyle jive very well. So I hope you take this information. It is my passion, this specific subject we're talking about, and I hope you can go to our website and learn more about it and really change some things in your life the way God intended. So have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later. Our website is dreamhealth.net. Thank you.